Today I want to talk to you about being your husband's helper, which I've learned means you have to be a student of your husband. Like, study what makes him tick. Philippians 2 verses 3 and 4 says, "Do nothing out of selfish ambition or vain conceit, but in humility consider others better than yourselves. Each of you look not only to your own interests, but also to the interests of others." And in this case, the other is your husband. What makes him tick? What would he like from you that would help him really flourish and become the best version of himself? How can you be your husband's helper? What does that look like for your specific husband? Because I've learned that men are not all the same. We tend to think they're all the same. They just want sex, food, and to be respected, and then everything's good. Well, okay, they probably want those things, but men are different, just like women are different, and we tend to think that they all fit the same mold. Well, this became clear to me when I lost my late husband, Raul, in 2021. I had become a student of him, like what makes him tick, and I thought all men were like this. And so I figured out pretty much, I think, what he needed from me that would help him really flourish. He really needed to be respected and to be verbally affirmed a lot. That was really helpful for him. And so fast forward, he passed away. God graciously has brought a new man into my life named Mark, and we're getting married. And so I, of course, thought, well, Mark will just be like him. I mean, like in terms of what he needs from a wife. No. Because men are not all exactly the same. You have to be a student of your particular guy. I've learned that Mark, he I'm sure enjoys being respected and such, but he really doesn't need all this verbal affirmation. He loves it. It just makes him flourish when I read theological books and then we discuss it together, and he loves having those deep spiritual conversations like, oh, jump back. I didn't know that was something that a man actually enjoyed. So the message is this. Be a student of your specific husband. You might need to ask him, what could I do that would really help you flourish? What is your love language? How are you wired? What can I do to really encourage you and be a blessing in your life? Ask him that question. Listen, be a good student of your husband.